Okay, so let's be real for a sec. Like most of us are super busy these days
Mm.
between work and family and just life in general. It's hard to even think about eating well? But that's actually why we're doing this deep dive today. Because good nutrition is like even more important when you're like running on empty all the time.
Yeah.
And we found this awesome podcast called Fit and Healthy Life 73. And it's all about practical strategies for people who are, constantly on the go.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's not about crazy diets or anything like that. It's all about just giving your body what it needs, to thrive even when life feels super hectic.
That's so important. So before we get into the specifics,
Yeah.
can you remind us why good nutrition is so crucial when our schedules are so packed?
Totally. When we're like constantly pushing ourselves, we burn through energy so fast. It's kind of like running your car on fumes.
For sure.
You're not going to perform at your best. And it's not even just about being tired. Poor nutrition when you're busy can really mess with your focus, like brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and it can even make you more stressed.
Wow. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
So like grabbing another coffee isn't the solution.
No, not really. Your body needs consistent nutrients to function properly. It's like giving your brain and body the premium fuel they need so they can keep up with your crazy busy lifestyle.
That makes so much sense. And the podcast actually had some really good examples of simple meals that are perfect for busy people.
Mhm.
I was really into their quinoa salad idea for lunch. It seems super convenient and also like really healthy.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. Quinoa is a complete protein. Did you know that?
I did not.
Well, it means it has all 9 essential amino acids, the ones our bodies need but can't make on their own. This is especially important if you're busy because it helps with muscle recovery and keeping your energy up, especially if you're squeezing in quick workouts during your free time.
So it's like a secret weapon for our muscles
Yeah.
after that lunchtime gym session.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, quinoa is super versatile. You can add different veggies, some lean protein like chicken or tofu, even experiment with different dressings.
Okay, that's lunch sorted.
Yeah.
But what if I'm like really in a rush? Did the podcast have any super fast recipes?
Oh, they had this one for an energy smoothie. That I thought was really interesting. It's just banana, spinach, almond milk, and chia seeds, and it's packed with nutrients.
Oh, wow.
You get a quick energy boost from the banana, healthy dose of iron and vitamins from the spinach, protein and a healthy fats from the almond milk, and then the chia seeds give you sustained energy and fiber, so you stay full and focused. It's like a mini meal in a glass, and it takes like 2 minutes to make.
Okay. I am definitely trying that tomorrow morning. I'm always looking for quick and healthy breakfast options. But even with easy recipes, I think the hardest part for most busy people is just finding the time to cook. The podcast really emphasized meal planning. And I know that's something you're a big fan of too.
Oh, absolutely. Planning is essential when you're short on time. And it's not even just about saving time in the kitchen. It's about saving mental energy and preventing decision fatigue. You see, when we're busy and hungry, our brains are already overloaded. And that's when we make bad food choices.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I know when I'm stressed and haven't planned anything, I just end up grabbing whatever's fastest, which isn't always the healthiest.
Exactly. And that's where meal planning comes in. If you spend a little time up front, like maybe on Sunday night, to plan your meals for the week, you're basically making those decisions ahead of time. When you have way more mental energy, it's like setting your future self up for success.
It's like having a personal chef.
Yeah.
But the chef is you from the past.
Haha, I love that. And there's actually research to back this up. Meal planning can really reduce stress and improve your diet, especially for busy people. There's this study in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity. It found that people who planned their meals ate more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. And they were also more likely to maintain a healthy weight.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's not just about convenience, it's actually like scientifically proven.
Exactly. And speaking of science, let's talk about another time-saving hack, batch cooking. This is one of my favorite ways to make sure I always have healthy meals ready, even when I'm super busy. It's super simple, really. You just pick a day, like maybe Sunday afternoon, and you cook a big batch of something versatile, like lentils, roasted veggies, or quinoa, and then you portion it out into containers. You can store them in the fridge or freezer, and then you have these pre-cooked ingredients ready to go, so you can quickly throw together a meal during the week.
It's like having healthy building blocks, right?
Exactly. That way, even if you only have 15 minutes, you can still make a nutritious meal without starting from scratch.
Oh my gosh, that would be a lifesaver. On those nights when I'm so tempted to just order takeout.
I know, right?
And, it's not just about what we eat. The podcast also talked about exercise and how important it is to, move our bodies. even when we're busy.
Yeah, that's key.
I know a lot of people think they just don't have time to work out.
I hear that a lot. But it's really about shifting your perspective. It doesn't have to be a full hour at the gym. It's more about finding ways to move throughout your day. Like, could you walk or bike part of your commute?
That's a good idea.
Or take the stairs instead of the elevator? Even just standing up and stretching every hour can make a difference.
I love that. It's all about those little things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not just about the physical benefits either. Even a quick walk can help so much with stress, which is so important when you're constantly on the go.
Oh, absolutely. When we're stressed, our bodies release cortisol, and cortisol is important, but too much of it can actually make you crave sugary, fatty foods.
Really?
Yeah, it's like your body is trying to soothe itself with quick energy fixes.
So stress eating isn't just a lack of willpower, it's like a hormonal thing.
It can be, yeah. And exercise helps regulate those cortisol levels. Plus, it releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that help us manage stress and boost our mood.
Oh, I love endorphins.
Me too. And there's even research that shows exercise can improve your focus and concentration.
So it's like a win-win. We're reducing stress, improving our mood, and boosting our brain power all at the same time.
Exactly. It's all connected. And speaking of positive changes, remember that story from the podcast about the listener who meal preps on Sundays?
Oh yeah, that was so inspiring.
It just shows that even small changes can make a huge difference. That listener's commitment to meal prepping, it's not just about saving time, it's about prioritizing their well-being, even when they're super busy.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that we all have the power to make healthy choices.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're meal prepping, we're sneaking in movement, things are looking good. But what about those times when you have to eat out? Like for a work lunch or dinner with friends? The podcast had some good tips for navigating restaurant menus.
Yeah, they did. It's all about having a plan, so you can still make healthy choices, even when you're not the one cooking.
Okay, I'm ready for this mission briefing.
All right, so first, watch out for hidden calories. Fried foods and creamy sauces can be really sneaky, so try to choose grilled, baked, or steamed dishes. And always ask for dressings and sauces on the side.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm definitely guilty of not even thinking about those extra calories and sauces.
I know, it's easy to forget. Another thing is portion sizes. Restaurant portions are usually way bigger than what we'd eat at home. You could split an entree with a friend. Or ask for a to-go box right away and pack up half your meal before you start eating.
Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Exactly. And don't forget to hydrate. Water is your best friend when you're eating out. It helps you feel full and prevents you from overeating. Plus, it keeps your energy levels up.
Yes, water is so important. And if all else fails, you can always ask for substitutions, right?
Of course. Most restaurants are happy to swap out fries for a salad or veggies.
Good point.
Remember, you're in control. Don't be afraid to customize your order to fit your goals.
I love that. This whole conversation has been so eye-opening. It's like healthy eating doesn't have to be restrictive. It's about fueling your body and mind so you can live your best life,
I love that way of thinking about it.
even when life is super busy.
Exactly. It's about making choices that support your overall well-being. Choices that give you the energy and focus to thrive in all areas of your life.
It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress.
Yes, exactly.
And even small changes can make a difference, like swapping soda for water or adding more veggies to your plate.
And you know what's really cool? Those small changes can actually impact other parts of your life too, not just your physical health. It's fascinating how connected our well-being is. When we make an effort to eat nutritious foods, we often have more energy, better focus, and even a more positive outlook overall.
It's true. It's like a chain reaction of good choices. When we feel good physically, it's easier to make healthy decisions in other areas too.
Exactly. You might find you're more productive at work, more patient with your family, even more motivated to pursue your hobbies, the things you've been putting off.
It's like taking care of our nutrition gives us the mental and emotional space
Yeah.
to show up better in all parts of our lives.
I like that, yeah. And it brings up an interesting question for me. How can we use these little wins in our nutrition to create a ripple effect of positive change in other areas of our busy lives?
That's a good question. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, imagine this. You start making healthier choices at meals, and you notice you have more energy in the afternoons. So instead of feeling that usual slump, you decide to use that energy to go for a walk. Or finally tackle that project you've been procrastinating on.
I see what you mean. It's like those healthy choices build momentum that carries over into other things.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that our well-being is holistic. When we prioritize one area, like our nutrition, it can have a huge impact on everything else.
This has been such a great conversation. I feel like I have so many new strategies now to help me eat healthy, even with my crazy schedule.
I'm so glad to hear that. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making small, sustainable changes, changes that you can actually stick with.
And even if our listeners take away just one thing from this deep dive, whether it's trying that energy smoothie recipe or spending some time meal prepping, that's a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. Every little step counts. And remember, you have the power to make choices that support your well-being, even when life gets busy.
So well said. And to our listeners, we'd love to hear from you. What are some small wins you've experienced in your nutrition journey? Ones that have had a positive impact on other areas of your life? Share your stories with us on social media. We can't wait to hear from you.
Until next time, remember that taking care of yourself is an investment, not a luxury.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into healthy eating for busy lives.